I'm Kathleen. I'm here quilting from the heart. It's QFTH TV, and today we're going to be talking lots about flicker quilts. But first, I just wanted to show you a couple things brand new that came in the store this week. The first one being our clearance strip bundles. We did a bunch of batik fabrics. We cut 2.5-inch strip, 40 bucks. You can make a really nice little jelly roll quilt out of that for a good price. We also got the life-size printing. So we talked about balcony bird last week, and we did, if you buy the kit, you get the sort of full-size stitch diagram so you can see where else it's supposed to go. Those came in this week. Pretty psyched about it. The other new thing we got in this week are these cool little necklaces. There's one there. Here's another. These are handmade by Lady in Camrose, and I think they're really cool. The spoon one I think is my favorite. But they're one-off, so we've got one of each of those, and then when those are gone, that's all we've got. So, super cute. We're going to talk a bunch about the flicker quilt right now, which is this pattern by Tara Lee Quilterly that I really love. You can see my sample in the background here. I did the king-size version. Didn't get sick of sewing the whole time I was making it, actually, so highly recommend. I'm just going to sort of talk about how to pull fabrics for the 3 different versions of this quilt. So let's get started. So we're going to look at the flicker quilts. We're going to just look at how I pick fabrics for the 4 different versions: 3-tone, 4-tone, fat quarter, and we're going to start with the 3-tone. So the 3-tone, it recommends a dark, a medium, and a light. So I grabbed us a few different options here. As soon as there's a 3-tone, dark, medium, light, I instinctively go white for the light, black for the dark. It's a really easy way. I know we're going to get lots of contrast. Then I can throw whatever color I want. You know, I like, and then a bright, bold color in the center there. And we've got a quilt. I grabbed the black, which I think is cool, and this blue. I think it's interesting how different effect, like the blue versus the pink, it's one fabric different and makes a huge difference in how sort of the feel of the quilt. With the green stripes in here, then I also grabbed this light green. So we could take out the white and have our light, medium, dark. And again, we get a pretty different feel with the green versus the white, and we still get a good amount of contrast. Or alternatively, we can pull out the black and do light, medium, dark and get 2 different quilts. I really love this green, blue, black one. I think that makes like a really great like teenage boy quilt. Like I feel like when my boys are bigger, this might be a thing, but I quite like that. Next, we'll try the 4-tone. So for the 4-tone, I pulled inspiration from this photo, and then I grabbed a bunch of fabrics. So we need 4 fabrics, and we want a good variety of tones. So I thought these darker turquoisey could be sort of the dark version. And then I was hoping for these pinks to be the light, not 100% sure that'll work. And then I've got the blue and the green as the medium. So I think I like this particular color as the dark. I got these too, but I just really like the texture in this one. So I'm gonna grab that. I think I'm gonna go with this blue one, this slightly greener one. I just feel like it works a little better with that darker turquoise. Then the pink, I'm really drawn to the stripe. I don't know if the stripe's going to work in there. I feel like when these are all so sort of solidish that this stripe's just going to strike out. So even though I like it, I don't think it's the right choice. And this one just feels too pink. Maybe this one, oh, that one works pretty good, I think. There we go. I think that's a pretty solid. Alternatively, I also looked at this picture and grabbed a few options based on that. So some blacks I liked. I just really love this black speckled with the copper metallic, and I also grabbed this little rainbow one, and then some goldies, pinks, and whites. So I'm gonna start, I think I really like this white with the neon pink, so I'm gonna keep that one. The pinks, I think I'm gonna go with this one just because these 2 both are sort of speckly and I want to switch it up, so I'm gonna use that one. And then yellow, this one goes a bit greener, this one a bit goldy. I like this sort of true yellow in there. And then I don't know that I'm a fan of the metallic copper with that yellow. So I think actually I like that one. And there's another 4-color version right there. For the fat quarter version, I pulled inspiration from this photo, and I grabbed this stack of fabrics as our starting point. I'm going to say I'm doing the large throw, and for that one I'm going to need 18 fat quarters. So I'm going to go through here and pick 18 of my favorites. I think I've got too many pinks in here right now. These two are the same print, so I'm gonna ditch one. I think this darker one, because I already have other tones similar to it. These guys are awfully similar. I've got a few right in that tone, and I like that stripe better. So right now I'm just pulling out things that are too similar to another fabric to warrant being their own. Now I'm gonna count how many I've got. 24, and 18 means I need to lose 6 more. So I think I need to lose one of these pinks. Oh, I don't know. Okay, let's try over here. I don't know that I really like having these beiges in there anyway. So I'm just gonna pull out all of those, all 3 of those. And that works a little nicely together. Then I'm gonna pull out this light blue because I suspect I'm gonna have a light background, and so I wanna make sure I don't lose my pieces in my background. I'm at 20, so I need to lose 2 more. I think I'm gonna use this one just because the print's a bit larger scale than my other fabric. And then the other one I think is going to be, I'm gonna lose this light blue again just because it's a little bit light for what I suspect is gonna be a background. So there, I think that's a really nice little stack of fabric. And now I need to pick a background. So I grabbed this turquoisey, sort of light turquoisey blue, kind of like that. I grabbed this beige. Oh, I surprisingly like that too. I thought the beige might not work, but I actually really like it. Sort of gives it a little bit more like a 70s vibe. I don't know, I like it. And then I grabbed this pink, which I'm not a fan of. I think for me the winner is actually this sort of dark cream. And then my 4-tone and my 3-tone. So just like that, we've picked 3 quilts so we can get sewing. Pretty fun. That's it for me. Have a good week. I'm going to be here. We've got our in-store retreat this weekend, so lots of sewing, and I'll catch you next week.